Hello, Trip Zero here. Today we are hiking Bayocean Split in the Tillamook Bay. I'm here with Mrs. Trip Zero. Hello, Mrs. Trip Zero. And it's a nice sunny day. We're going to be doing a little quick overnighter. Hike in about 3.5 miles, and then hike out. Really pretty. A little bit of a breeze, but it's just cools you off. It feels good right now. Wind is supposed to pick up a little bit, but it shouldn't be like Deschutes, which was the last trip we were on. Should be pretty fun. We'll take some video and good times. Okay. We are diverging from the road. So this used to be an old dike road. It goes out here on this. We're on a little like peninsula thing, and so we're diverging off the road and taking what's called the Bayocean Trail into who knows where it goes. There's one trail that goes along the bay side. Well, actually, we're thinking there's a trail that goes along the bay side. It may be just the road. And there's a trail also that goes along the ocean side. And this might be the trail that crosses over to the ocean side. We'll follow it and see where it goes. My Backcountry Navigator Pro app for this phone does not have trail maps for this, so kind of just winging it. Anyway, it's not that wide of a peninsula. I mean, you can almost see to the other side. So we'll see where this goes. Hopefully it doesn't go all the way back to the parking lot. That would be a bummer. Trail, it looked like the Bayocean Trail started heading back to the parking lot. We're maybe not even a mile in. And you can see the bay side over there. Here's the ocean. So we might just walk along the beach, maybe, or should we go back to the road? Okay, maybe we're gonna go back to the road and walk the bay side going in, and then maybe on the way back we'll walk the beach side. There's quite a few like trails that go off towards the ocean side. I wonder if they just go to the beach. And then there's like this sign that has absolutely nothing written on it. But interesting. So we're getting into like a wooded type area of the trail. We're still on the road on the bay side, bay facing side. And yeah, pretty easy hike. We've been in it maybe half an hour. Very pretty nice weather, wouldn't you say, Miss Trip Zero?
Yeah.
Let's see, what else can I say? We got to the trailhead, and I thought maybe for a second camping wasn't allowed because there was like no camping signs. But reading the sign, I believe the signs just referred to no camping in the parking lot. The sign, the description said no occupied vehicles after midnight, including RVs. So meaning they don't want you to sleep in your car or RV in the parking lot. But looking online, there's a hawk up there. some bikers. Looking online, it appears, I mean, this was marked as backpackable, so assuming there's camping. But on our last detour to the beach, I noticed that there were some camp spots. Like there was like a marked camp spot. It had a big pillar that said Reader on it, and I'm guessing Reader's the name of the camp spot. There were some tent areas and some areas where there were obvious campfire signs. So I'm pretty sure we're safe. We sometimes get some funny looks from people that were, the only ones with backpacks on, but that's life. All right, we've gone about a mile and a half. There was a little bit of a climb, just a teeny climb. We got warm, so we took off our top layer. This is trip 0, took off a couple layers. But it's nice enough weather, it's cool, but not bad. So here's our plan. Our plan is so this is a peninsula. Our plan is to hike, and it's a loop. This hike is a loop. So it goes along the bay side, and then there's supposedly a trail that goes along the ocean side. We're still on the bay side, hiking along this old dirt road. And so our plan is to hike about 3.5 miles to the tip of the peninsula, find a place to camp, and then tomorrow we'll hike the ocean side back to the car. So halfway up, camp, and the rest of the loop tomorrow. So it should be pretty good. Temperatures are supposed to get in the high 30s tonight. We actually packed the same kind of cold weather preparation clothing we did for the Deschutes River. So we have, base layers, pretty warm base layers, and whatnot. We're approaching a sign that says trail. And I bet this goes back to like some camping spots. That's my guess. But we're not going to camp this close to civilization. We're going to keep going a little bit further. And if we need to, we can backtrack. It's not a big deal. We're still on the bay side, a little over 2 miles. We had a little issue with the GPS, so I thought had to stop and restart the Garmin. Thought I'd take a moment to talk about the tech I brought with me. This is recording from a Motorola X. Deschutes, I took the Nokia N9 as my camera of choice. This time I didn't bring it, but I cleared out all of the old pictures that I had already backed up on Google+, old pictures and videos, and so there should be plenty of room for recording, at least a couple gigabytes. And so we'll see how much video I can get on this thing. GPS is the same. I got my Garmin Glow Bluetooth. It's up here in the pack, and running the Backcountry Navigator app that's giving us our GPS location tracking. And it is early spring, so we're seeing a lot of bugs doing the mating thing. old tire. Some boats out here, I'm guessing fishing. But yep, so that's the tech. I did not bring my solar panel again, and that's because this is only a 2-day. Last time, a little wind you can hear. I don't know if you can hear me, hopefully you can. But last time Irene, or Mrs. Trip Zero, aka Irene, aka Apache, brought, her and I were using our phones quite a bit. We were charging them several times with my 10 milliamp hour battery pack, and it only got like halfway empty, so we're guessing that we'll be okay for just an overnighter. That was the Shoot's overnighter, 2-day. So I figured I didn't need the extra weight with the solar panel to recharge, and not to mention we're heading north right now, which would be the optimal time to put a solar panel, but we're all charged up. I mean, all our battery packs are full, so we don't need to recharge anything. And then on the way back, we're going to be heading south, which there's a lot less sun, and we're heading back anyway, so what do we need to recharge? We can recharge at home. So I think the solar panel will be a multiple day usage, not an overnight deal. We found a place to camp. We're about almost 3 miles in. There was a trail that diverged, so we thought we'd take it and find a spot. So somewhere up there is the trail, and we found a somewhat flat spot. We've got the tent up. Pretty quick setting up. Only took about, how long did you think it took to set this up?
15 minutes? 10 minutes.
10 minutes maybe? Felt pretty quick. So yeah, we're gonna crawly spider. So yeah, we're gonna chill out here. It's about 2:15, and yeah, we're just gonna chill out here for a while. We might go to exploring later, and if we do, I'll be sure and get some video of it. So again, this is the Mojo 2. We brought this on the Deschutes River hike. 2-man tent. It's pretty comfortable for 2 people. It's got the extended flaps that you can put gear under and stuff, which is really nice. This tent, actually, going to Sierra Design's website, doesn't look like they sell this anymore. You can still get it on Amazon, which I did a review there. I think I'm the only reviewer right now of this tent. But I really like it. I don't know what's going on with it. They have a super light version of this, which is made out of Cuban fiber, which they call the Mojo 2 UFO. And this pack is this tent is light. That's even lighter. I mean, we're talking carbon fiber poles and Cuban fiber fabric, and it's just insane. But it's like $1,400. It's over, almost 1.5. 1,500 bucks. It's pricey. So this is pretty good, pretty light, good balance. I actually asked them if I could get the carbon fiber poles for these. They said they didn't have any. They just had the aluminum. Because I mean, it's practically the same tent as the UFO. This one is, but they didn't have them. They passed me on to some third-party company who could possibly make carbon fiber poles, but I thought, yeah, whatever. But yeah, so that's my Mojo 2 story. We're gonna finish unpacking and we're chowing down. We got some rice and salmon, smoked salmon. The smoked salmon, again, just like the Vienna sausage, very poor calorie per ounce thing. I found this old plank, and we're using it to kind of sit on. Boiling some water. We're charging my 300 milliamp lithium polymer pack that I just used to recharge this phone. And I tried using the ember lit, but the wood here is pretty wet, being early spring. How's the food, Mrs. Trip Zero?
It's good. For a hungry person like me.
Alright, I want to test it out. It's the next morning. Temperatures dropped into the high 30s at night, like we expected. Wasn't bad. Fairly calm. You can hear the roar of the ocean, but other than that, it's not too bad. Our tent, you can see, had a little condensation build up. So that's probably one flaw with this tent, is that the vents don't allow all the moisture to escape. So it's quite wet on the inside. Yeah. But that's that. So we're gonna get some breakfast going, and then we're gonna hike back. Got hot cocoa and protein enriched oatmeal. I don't know if I've done a video on this, but yeah, basically you can get some raw whey protein or all sorts of protein, casein or soy, from a place called the Protein Factory. That's proteinfactory.com. Not affiliated, but you get unflavored raw protein, and you can mix it with whatever you want. So I've booster packed my oatmeal with it, and I'm gonna eat it. It's not, I mean, it doesn't add any flavor, obviously, because it's unflavored protein. But you can get different flavors of it if you want, or unflavored, and just live with the flavor of the oatmeal, whatever it is. So these are like Quaker multi, fruit and cream packs, and I think this one's like blueberry or something. But yeah, so that's a little tip to add extra calories. You can also get there, I believe, different types of oils, like sunflower seed oil or flax oil, in powder form, so it's really light. And you can add that to it too, and to various other foods. So, got some hot water and breakfast time. Right? This is Trip Zero. Alright, we're heading out. Almost stepped in a sinkhole. We're gonna head down to the beach and then head south. And yeah, it was good fun. It's a decent camp spot. Look, there's the trail. There it is. Here's the ocean side. Yesterday we came down here after we set up camp. There's quite a few people, but now it looks very alone. A little bit of sand dunes we came over. It's way pretty. A little bit windy. Feels good. It's about 11:15. Should make it back in an hour and a half. Pretty easy, level hike along the pack. We're gonna go down by a little bit by the water to get the packed dirt, so it's a little easier to walk in. Back. We're about halfway back to the parking lot to our car.
Only halfway?
maybe a little over halfway. Just a tiny bit. But yeah, as you can see, like, not much to this side of the hike. Just the ocean and the beach and the breeze and the blue sky. A little bit of clouds, which is good. Otherwise there'd be a lot of sun in our faces. But yeah, pretty nice. So talk about future videos. In June, I'll think of something to do in May, maybe April as well, but June, got a 5-day 50-miler hike. Should be good, right in this area, right in the Tillamook area. Going with some Boy Scouts. And then sometime July, maybe, or the beginning of August, the Three Sisters Loop, which is about 50 miles as well, right around the Three Sister Volcanoes down in Central Oregon. And then to finish off the summer, plan on doing a super hike that, as far as I know, has never been done before in the way we're going to do it. It's in the Uinta Mountains in Utah. It's the Red Castle Lake North Star Kings Peak Loop, which should be around 40 miles over several mountain passes and up to almost 14,000 feet in elevation. So it should be a very good adventure. Probably very difficult, since right now all I'm hiking around is, this is sea level. This is probably below sea level. Right? So the elevation will certainly be a challenge to get used to. It's a long hike, again, over several mountain passes and up the highest peak in Utah, which is Kings Peak. So that should be a pretty good adventure. So lots of fun things to look forward to this year. And this has been a good one, good overnighter. Decent challenge, almost 7 miles total. So, good stuff.